Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am Canada's Own, and today we're rebuilding the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is the final team who was eliminated in the conference semifinals. Then we're down to the winner of the Thunder and T-Wolves series and Knicks Pacers series. In the sim this time, you get T-Wolves over Pacers in 5. My plan for this video is not realistic, but not unrealistic, if that makes sense. I think that one of the big four in Cleveland is getting moved this offseason. I don't think it's Donovan Mitchell, and I don't think it's Evan Mobley. I think it could be one, if not both, of Darius Garland or Jarrett Allen. And I think Jarrett Allen is the most likely to be moved. But Jarrett Allen's going to go right now. We'll take both our second-round picks this year. And we're going to look for a true power forward or a floor-spacing center. Like, is Giannis a guy who's even attainable here? Let's see, Craig Porter. Damn, Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, AD, and then we're back around. So maybe we don't do anything on draft night. So we're going to trade Finder Jarrett Allen and a second-round pick. Let's see what we can get. If it's reasonable, we'll pull the trigger. If it's not, we're going to have to build our own. Right now, it's looking not very good for our favor. Yeah, it's looking a little mid. Oh, my goodness. It's a little thin. All right, so I guess we're building our own trade here. We're going to go with Jarrett Allen. Maybe like Max Strus. I wouldn't be opposed to Max Strus. He does not play well in 2K. That's $35 million. I feel like there's got to be somebody we can pick up. Either a small forward or a center. Keegan Murray, I wouldn't be opposed to. They take on $4 million too much. What do they say? They're just too thin at the power forward. Bruh. I will continue to buy. I'll continue to buy. One more second. Come on. Okay. Keegan Murray is here. And now what I want to do with Keegan is because him and DeAndre Hunter are basically the same build. I want to make Keegan... Ooh, okay. He only gets a tad bit better at the small forward. Let's make Emob the 5 now before we forget. And they'll make Jarrett Allen a backup 4 as well. Keegan Murray can be a backup 4. Anybody else, right? DeAndre Hunter is still there. Isaac Okoro is a small forward shooting guard. Okay, let's keep Keegan at... Actually, does DeAndre Hunter get worse at the 4? He does. Okay. So keep Keegan at the 4 for now. So that gives us Darius Garland. That gives us Donovan Mitchell. DeAndre Hunter. Isaac Okoro. Keegan Murray. Dean Wade. Evan Mobley. So Jarrett Allen needs to go. And we need to find us basically a backup at every position. And then we got to trade Jarrett Allen. Come on, there's got to be a deal for Jarrett Allen. Problem is he's just making just enough money to not be able to trade him. I honestly don't hate this. I don't hate the Miles Bridges pickup. Even Rui isn't a bad one. Especially because those are guys who can space the floor for Evan Mobley. Denny Avdia. That's the move. That's the move for sure. No regression, please, from the top. Evan Mobley to a 95. 94 from Donovan Mitchell. 88 for Darius Garland. 86 for Denny. 83 for DeAndre Hunter. Keegan Murray's an 81. 78 for Isaac Okoro. Jalen Tyson is now a 78. And Craig Porter Jr. is a 75. And then the veterans all regress, but that's fine. Let's look at our extensions here. And I think, based off the extension, the cap sheet, I think I'm going to go based off the Donovan Mitchell deal. Because I feel like that is where Cleveland could run into some serious trouble if they're not successful. I feel like it was already a worrisome task to try and extend him the first time. That I feel like these next 3 seasons, these next 2 guaranteed seasons, are going to be integral to the success of this core. DeAndre Hunter for that much. 16.5. Oh, that is a gorgeous extension for a guy who's going to be 32 when that whole contract is done. I love it. And then nobody else is eligible. But yeah, I'm going to, while you guys are here, we're going to make the Donovan Mitchell contract with no option. So it's going to be 3 years guaranteed. We've got 3 years from right now to get this done. We're going to go no option, 3 years. First week of the season, 6 games. We go 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, 5-1 to start the year. We lose to the Knicks by 6. And it honestly wasn't even that bad of a game. Darius Garland has the worst night, shooting 5 of 14, it looks like. Cat gave us 34, but I'm confident in this team. I think they're really, really good anyways. This team is stupid good. I will see you guys at the deadline or at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, fellas. Trade deadline is here. 33-17. Show you guys the numbers really fast. You're getting 20 from Donovan Mitchell, 17-12 from Evan Mobley, with almost 4 stocks in the night. 16-8 from Darius Garland, 13, 8.5, and 4 from Denny, 13-3, a steal from DeAndre Hunter, 12-5, half a steal, half a block, on 39% from 3. One thing I feel like could be in order here. Possibly moving on from this guy. And I know he's one of the few remaining Cavs, I believe, just from, I think he was drafted a year before Darius Garland, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. But it was like him. It was Colin Sexton. Oh, man. Maybe we swap him with Golden State. We pick up Moses Moody. Maybe we'll do that. I think we're going to do that trade. There you go. There is your small change at the deadline here. Let's look at the contract extensions, though, before we get onwards. Nobody. Just Keegan Murray at the end of the year, and we're going to have rights over him. If I'm not mistaken, we will. So we'll be able to match what he gets. But other than that, we're going to get back to simulating, and I will see you guys at the end of the regular season. Are you kidding me? Every time I start recording, I lose a guy, and it has to be Denny of D, who is having such a good season for me before the season ends, because I want to keep these guys safe, I want to keep them fresh, and I want to keep them healthy, and that's the most important thing. A bit of a regression year this year. Case in point, I can't even get away with a minute reduction because guys still find a way to get hurt. We got 3 games left. Just survive. Just survive. Evan Mobley, you're going to rest the rest of the year. Perfect. Denny's going to be healthy for the playoffs. I believe that was 55 wins. 55-27. Coop, Rookie of the Year. Bobby Portis, 6 Man of the Year. Depoy, Evan Mobley, just under 2 blocks, just under a steal and a half. He was spectacular. Riza Shea, Most Improved. Book, Clutch Player of the Year. Mark Daigneault and the Thunder gets 60 wins on the year. Do we get any All-NBA members? Not on first team. Second team. We get Evan Mobley. Okay, I didn't expect Evan Mobley to sneak on there, but I like to see it. And then nobody on second team. That's fine. All defensive teams, obviously, Evan Mobley. And then nobody else there. Rookie teams, we didn't even have one. So in the East, we were the 1 seed. 55-27, a 4-game lead on, I believe that was the Raptors, the Knicks, and the Pistons. We will get Brooklyn in round number 1. And the Nets are running out a lineup of... DeJounte Murray seems to get traded there a little bit more often now in the sim, just like Julius Randle signing there. But they've got Cam Thomas, Daron Sharp, Sadiq Bey in the wing and front court area. I assume Cam Johnson is either coming off the bench or was traded to New Orleans. Let's see, game 1, we lose. Oh my God, they killed us. Game 2, we lose as well. By 1. 9-man rotation, game 3 in Brooklyn. We win. Game 4 in Brooklyn. We win. Game 5 back in Cleveland. We lose. Game 6 in Brooklyn. Oh my God, dude. This team. The Nets went to the NBA Finals. The team is ass. Head coach, I don't think I was going to bring back Mr. Atkinson just because his numbers are so bad. We're going to try and pick up Joe Maz. And I will pay him the absolute bag if need be. Same thing with Jason Kidd. And same thing with Will Hardy. See who we get. We get Joe Mazzulla. That's who we're going to roll with. New head coach. Scalp him from the Celtics. Let's look at Sam Merrill as well. We can always fill at the back of the... Thank you, Chicago, for just feeding my roster. Now we're going to look again. And I believe we have a center to trade. It's honestly going to be Luke Cornett. I feel like he fetches us the most. 2 firsts from the Clippers? Absolutely. Okay, so it looks like... 93, 89, 86, 84, 82, 82, 76. Everybody else regresses, but those guys are old. CJ McCollum dropped 5, by the way. 5 overall. So he went from an 80 to a 75. That is unbelievable. Let's actually try and dump CJ McCollum, because for $5 million and he's not going to touch the floor. Another Bulls pick. We open up against LA. And then OKC. Let's see. Free agents. Chet Holmgren is a free agent. So let's see how the first week of games goes. That's 7 games. And Evan Mobley's already hurt. So, great. And let's see in free agency if it's possible to land anybody. It looks like all the guys are gone. Well, now I'm curious. I got to know where Chet Holmgren is. Holmgren. He is a Raptor. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And then we're going to take a guy like Ben Simmons. And I think what I wanted to do was, well, he's not going to play yet, but if need be, he's going to. We're going to get simulating, though. We're 6-1 to start the year. Team is very, very good. Still just as good as last year, if not even better with all the depth and the progression. I'm going to go to the deadline. If we need to make a move, we will. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. All right, y'all. Holy crap. Trading DeAndre Hunter and Moses Moody is able to land me Franz Wagner, Kyrie, Cam Thomas, Reese, and Jabari Smith. Oh my God. I'd have to play Reese or Donovan. Donovan Mitchell's already 2, but then I would have to trade. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Trey Murphy, Jalen Duren, RJ Barrett, Kasperi Shakushonis, Kason Wallace, Lou Dort, Jaden McDaniels, and Rob Williams. Mikal Bridges at the 3 is pretty gnarly. Okay, wait. I think we go Kevin Durant and Dalton Connect, or we go Franz Wagner and Nate Ahmed. I think we're going to go Franz. I don't think I've ever made a trade for Franz Wagner before, so this is kind of cool. That's a big-time pickup. We're going to pass the deadline. We're going to go straight to the end of the regular season. I will see you guys when we get there. Alrighty, boys. Wemby's your MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to AJ Debance. Sixth Man of the Year to Josh Giddey. Had a very good year there in Atlanta. Also, Depoy goes to Wemby. VJ Edgecombe is your most improved after going 4th overall just a season prior. Cade, Clutch Player of the Year. Pop and the Spurs go 55 and 27. Do we get any All-NBA performers? No this year. Interesting. Defensive teams? Oh, you know what the issue is? Everybody got hurt the whole season. At no point did anybody stay healthy. We finished as the 3 seed, but 50 wins. We lost, what's his name? Denny Avdia for a majority of the last 2 months of the season. We lost Evan Mobley. I bet you he didn't even play 60 games this year. Frustrating, but I mean, such is life, I guess. For the playoffs, though, I think we're going to have to roll with this rotation. We do get, what was that? Miami in round number 1. Very winnable series, I feel like. Bam, Mark Williams, Jaime Jaquez, Trey Johnson, Tyler Herro. Let's see how the first few games go. We do have home court advantage again. We lose the first. By 5. By 6. 5. Gosh, can't do math. We win the second. We win one in Miami. We win both in Miami. We lose the first one back in Cleveland. We win it back in Miami. We get it done in 6. Thankfully, the Bulls upset the Raptors. It's a what? 3-7? Lonzo, Kobe White, Max Strus, Matas Buzelis. Let's see how that goes. You got Pistons, Pacers up top. We win the first. We lose the second. And the third somehow. Not entirely sure how this team is unable to beat the Kobe White-led. It's actually kind of impressive that we can't seemingly succeed against the team who is so far inferior to us. Honestly, we're just going to take the Nate Ahmed minutes away. He's a rookie, young kid. There we go. 9-man rotation now. Under Joe Mazzulla. Game 4 in Chicago. We lose. Game 5 back in Cleveland. Game 6 back in Chicago. Fascinating. We've lost to the team. We lost to an 8 seed in 6 last year and a 7 seed in 6 this year. Both of which end up in the NBA Finals. How in the hell? Kobe White, Darren Peterson coming off the bench. Matas Buzelis, Lonzo Ball, Zach Collins, Max Strus, Jalen Smith, Rasheer Fleming, Karis LeVert beat us. How did that? It makes no sense. Draft lottery. I don't even believe we have a pick. I lied. I thought I saw our logo. We have OKC at 13. There's no way OKC was that bad, though. We also have Chicago at 17. It may be time to make the Darius Garland move, if I'm being honest. I'm not opposed to it. Or do we make the Donovan Mitchell move? What does Donovan Mitchell get me with 2 first-round picks attached to him? It gets me Jaylen Brown. Or the first overall pick. Or Paolo and Jalen Suggs. Or Tyrese Halliburton and Andrew Nembhard. Zion, Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker. Do we go Paolo or do we go Jaylen Brown? I feel like Jaylen Brown doesn't sim all too well. Paolo, that's the first. Show me the first overall pick. Paolo, 26 and 8 last year. So then it would be Evan Mobley at the 5, Paolo at the 4, Franz at the 3, Jalen Suggs at the 2, Darius Garland at the 1. I'm going to commit to it. And then I'm going to look at it. It's Garland and Suggs. It's actually, let's see. Who knows? Who knows what could happen here? Jalen Brunson is available. KD and Austin Reeves, Cam Thomas. Don't even have to think about it. Tyrese Halliburton, Sims, far better than Darius Garland does. Franz Wagner, Jalen Tyson, Nate Ament, beautiful. Paolo, Denny, Ben Simmons, Emob, Andre Drummond, Kevon Looney. I want a backup 5 and I need a backup 2. So let's see what we can do here with some of the lower overall guys. Like if we took Gillespie and Drummond, I need a backup 5 and a backup 2. Bradley Beal, he's going to regress hard though. We get Tyus Jones. 2 firsts from the Clippers. Kevin Porter, I think, is fine for now. Then we look at a guy like Trey Jones and this second round pick. Zach Collins isn't the worst idea in the world. Honestly, just a solid backup center. He's going to do his job. But the question is Isaiah Joe. Oh, bad year in the sim. D'Lo, we did want him last year. Bad year in the sim, though. JT Toppin. I think we're going to go Zach Collins here. That now gives me my point guard rotation. Let's see, actually. How does... Perfect. He's 6'4" and 200 pounds. Kevin Porter is a little bulkier, so let's go with that. So it's going to be Halliburton, Porter, Suggs, Porter Jr. We have 2 Porter Jr.'s now. Porter Jr., the Craig variant, and Porter Jr., the Kevin variant, with Jalen Suggs and Tyrese Halliburton. That's going to be Franz, Jalen Tyson, Nate Ament, Paolo, Denny, Ben Simmons, Zach Collins, Evan Mobley, Kevon Looney. Yeah, we're going to go to the NBA draft. We're going to go past it, actually. Straight to rookie signings because we won't have any rookies to sign. Obviously going to accept Jalen Tyson. This is the final season. We got to go all out here, or else we fail back-to-back rebuilds. Craig Porter. Deal. 2-year deal. Sign on the dotted line, my boy. There we go. Let's get a guy like Shake Milton. Let's get a guy like Shake Milton. 1-year deal. A guy like Brandon Clark. That's the absolute priority. Brandon Clark is a big-time signing for my center core. Holy cow. That's beautiful. Sorry, Kevon. And then perfect. We're going to have Shake Milton. We don't get Shake Milton, actually. We're going to get... Oh, man. We're going to get AJ... Oh, man. Kevin Huerter on the 1 year. And then we're going to trade Kevin Huerter. Worst player on our team is Kevin Huerter, Craig Porter Jr., by the way. 2 first-round picks from Memphis. Can't really say no to that. We took a guy like Nate Ament and a Warriors first. Hopefully it gets me a backup guard. That's a pretty damn good backup guard to have. That's your 6-man. It gives us 2, 5, 7, 10, 13. We can just sign a backup small forward. Hopefully somebody's there. Like a Jameson Battle, or do we go... Kenyon Martin, 2-year minimum. He's going to sign it. Renounce the rights on Kevin Huerter. Look at Kenyon Martin's position. Oh my gosh, Ben Simmons is your 3rd string small forward now. I love, best thing about Ben Simmons, he's a cheat code for the end of your bench in the 2K rebuilds. He can just play every position. 95, 93, 90, 89. Don't know why Tyrese Halliburton's getting worse at age 27. Coming off a year of averaging 23 and 10, but so be it. Franz, 25 and 4. 26 from Paolo. 18, 10 and 4 from Emob with 2.3 blocks. This team is stupid good. We're stupid young. We've traded Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen now. Darius Garland is gone. We're down to just Evan Mobley on this team. And who knows? Maybe I'll make it a 4-year rebuild if I'm really bought into this core and I think it's a fun team. Jalen Tyson, though, if I can get him to 17 a quarter? Sure. Not afraid to lose anybody. We've got everybody here except Denny. So Denny could be an asset that we lose at the end of the season because I definitely don't want to trade him. Let's look at the rotation. What does Mr. Missoula have us running out? It is, I'm going, honestly, 32, 32, 32, 32. 28 to Jalen Suggs, 25 to Denny Avdia. Ben Simmons, honestly, does not need to be in the rotation yet. I think we go 17 there, 20 there, 22 to Jalen Tyson. We go 9-man rotation. I think this team is way too good to lose in the second round this year. Play the Raptors, start the season. Let's see. Means we're going to start out with a loss. We did win. Beat the Magic. Beat the Warriors. Beat the Celtics. Lose to the Pacers by 5. Who do they have? Ben Mathurin, Darius Garland, Jarrett Walker, Pascal Siakam, RJ Barrett, Miles Turner, Peyton Watson, Wendell Carter Jr., Andrew Nembhard, and then a bunch of dudes off the bench. 4-1 to start the year. I'm excited to see where this team goes. I'll stop at the deadline if need be. Otherwise, straight to the end of the regular season. This has got to be the year, right? I'm not crazy. Like, I swear to God, we just didn't lose a game for like a month. Like 2 months straight. We get no awards. This game hates me. Not even Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team. Second team, we get Evan Mobley. Third team, nobody. Defensive teams. Don't even get Evan. Oh, we get Evan Mobley on second team. Cool. In the East, 1 seed. 63-19. 3 games worse than the Spurs. Who have who exactly? We won the first game there. I saw that. Didn't mean to simulate through it. They have Jalen Williams now. Of course they do. And Jalen Brunson. It makes sense. Let's see. First game, though. We win by 6 over the Pistons. Cade gave us some work. They have Alperen Şengün now. How, you might ask? I truly could not tell you. Why Franz is not starting? Don't know what Joe Mazzulla thought was going on there, but that's not what I wanted to do. 33 to all the big guys. 26 to both Denny and Jalen. So let's go 25. We'll get Collins, Sexton, 18 minutes. He's back in Cleveland. And Ben Simmons is going to get 10 to round out the rotation. 9-man rotation still. We're going to go game 2. We're up 2-0. Game 3. We're up 3-0. Game 4. That is the first sweep of the video, and it comes in year 3. We get Brooklyn, who knocked us off just a couple seasons ago. Basically the same team, minus DeJounte Murray in the starting lineup, it looks like. We take both in Cleveland, take the 3rd in Brooklyn, and the 4th in Brooklyn. We are undefeated through the playoffs. We get the Bulls, who have Josh Giddey, Darren Peterson. Giddey's back in Chicago. Chet Holmgren there now. John Collins at the 5. Odd makeup, but let's see. Game 1, we win. We lose game 2. We win game 3. We lose game 4. We win game 5. I'm going to commit to it right now. We're going to take the Ben Simmons minutes. He's been great for us. Colin Sexton, though, he's been better. Jalen Tyson's been better. Denny's been better. Emob has been great. Paolo's been great. Franz, spectacular. Jalen, great. Reese, boom, 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 boom. 8-man rotation, playing the big guns, big minutes. Game 6, we get it done. Evan Mobley, 21, 10, and 4, 1.7 steals, 1.2 blocks, facing Victor Wembanyama. Let's see how this goes. I'm curious. Thomas Sorba's at the 5. Paolo should eat. We win the first in San Antonio, mind you. Paolo has a big game. That's what I need. Game 2, we lose the second. We head back to Cleveland, tied 1-1. Franz has a big game. Game 3, we're down 2-1. Oh, man, I don't know what to do here. Don't know what to do here. I feel like the front court's got to eat here. I feel like the front court's got to eat. Jalen Tyson, how's he been? He's been fine. Front court's got to eat. And then I think, there we go. 8-man rotation still. Mo's playing 40 minutes. Game 4 in Cleveland. We're tied 2-2 heading back to San Antonio. Paolo and Emob have the big games. That's what we need. Game 5. We're down 3-2. We get blown out in San Antonio. Game 6 in Cleveland. This has got to be the year, right? This has got to be the year, right? Wemby just averaged 4 blocks per game. 5 blocks in Game 6. A block in Game 1. 8 blocks in Game 2. Game 3, he had 1. Game 4, he had 5. Game 5, he had... Oops. Game 5, he had 6. Oh, my God. And then Game 6, who was at fault? Nobody had a bad game. Jalen Suggs, 3 of 9. 2 of 9 from Denny is the worst. That sucks, man. Damn it. All right. I think that's going to do it for this one. Unfortunately, that's back-to-back videos now. We blow it in the Nuggets rebuild. And then the Cavs as well. The 2K glaze is not there for Cleveland anymore. It used to be them and OKC running the show, but now it's basically just San Antonio and Minnesota. And then Brooklyn occasionally. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this attempt at rebuilding the Cleveland Cavaliers here without any of their current core aside from Evan Mobley, I guess. But don't forget, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.